Hi, Beth Johnston coming to you from the cupping room at Teas Etc. And today I am really excited to be previewing our latest flavored oolong, which was created by Chris McNitt, who is working with us here in the R&D. Chris happens to be my son as well, but he's really hit the mark with some of the new flavored teas. And this is our latest. It won second place in the North American Tea Championship just last week. It's our citrus sorbet oolong. Now I want to start off by talking a little bit about oolongs, because oolongs can vary in oxidation levels. Today we're talking about a greener oolong, and that's going to be closer in characteristic to a green tea. This particular green oolong, and oolongs can come from China, Taiwan, Vietnam has some great oolongs. There's even some really good oolongs coming out of New Zealand these days. But this particular oolong comes to us from southeast China's Fujian province. It's a mountain-grown oolong. It's a Wangjingui. It's one of many green rolled leaf oolongs. And you're going to notice that that's exactly what it looks like. It's a tightly rolled green oolong, so there's going to be consistency for the most part in the leaf size and the rolled leaf. It's really, really a beautiful tea. It's a high quality tea, and one of the things that we've started doing here at Teas Etc. is we've been putting flavor and blending with higher grade teas as opposed to the typical lower grade teas which are generally used for flavoring. The plucking standard for oolongs is a little bit different than the plucking standard for green teas. So a lot of times you hear 2 leaves in a bud, where actually the plucking standard for oolong tea is 3 leaves in a bud often. The wet leaf is, and watching an oolong brew is really, really an elegant visual, because you can actually watch these tightly rolled leaves unfurl and dance around the cup. I highly recommend that you do it in glass or our tea traveler even, because it's really part of the whole experience watching it unfurl. So the oolong leaves have unfurled really nicely here. The cup character in terms of color is just as it would be with any other green oolong tea. Very, very light, pale yellow, very clear, which is, you want the liquor to be very clear. And let's just, oh my gosh, this is so nice. He has really hit the mark with the citruses on this green oolong. You know, I think what's really, really nice about this tea is that there are those floral characteristics in the back notes of this particular green oolong, but a lot of green oolongs. And the citrus, which is all natural essential, has really just stepped in and brought it up a notch. So it's very well suited for the natural characteristics of this tea. The citrus notes are amazing. I'm telling you, you have to try this tea. It's spectacular, really, really spectacular. Crisp, clean, rolls across the palate. There's no tightness in the mouth. It's incredible. And just from my own experience, I know that the second cup or the second infusion is even brighter and more obvious citrus flavor in it. So you're going to brew this. My preference and the way that we brewed this today is at 180 degrees. Now I have to tell you that Chris wouldn't agree with me on that. He would be at about 190, 195. But I really, really like this tea brewed at 180. So maybe play around with it. Try it at 180, try it at 190. Let us know. Give us your feedback. We'd love to know what you think. So 180, in my opinion, a level teaspoon per 8 ounces of water. You're going to let it brew 3 to 4 minutes for sure. You really want to let it brew, and then make sure that you get a second infusion out of it. Oolongs are arguably the most difficult tea to manufacture. These particular green oolongs that are rolled like this are withered, and then they're bruised and dried, and it's one of my favorite tea categories for sure. Make sure you get a sample of this. As soon as you sample it, you're going to want to buy it. We're going to try to keep it in stock for you. So until next time, this is Beth Johnston.